used to have like a misconception about stay-at-home moms myself because I was always the working mom. After I take you around, kind of show you and talk to you about what I want to do in the house, I will bring you guys to my dad's and show you the work we have been doing up there. I do plan on doing my picture wall today, and that's the wall I'm choosing. However, as you can see on the side here, the wall does need to be repainted, but I don't want to wait. I just want pictures up. I just want to see pictures of my family and stuff. It just feels weird. I want to fill the fish tank full of water. I have my daughter. She is sleeping right now, so we'll see how much I can get done. Here is the state of the kitchen. Just got to put some things away, do some dishes, clean up the island, put some stuff away. I gotta go check on my animals and stuff. That's how the house is looking. That's my plans for today. We'll see how much I can get done. But I'm going to take you guys to my dad's real quick. My husband's boss sold my dad all those logs, and then my husband had gone up there and cut them all into smaller pieces. And for pretty much all summer, my oldest son, Julian, has been working at my dad's doing all kinds of stuff like painting and staining his deck and painting their kitchen and just, you know, all kinds of different things just to help them out. And he is getting paid, but yeah, he's done so much. I'm so proud of him. He's done a really good job. Right now, all these logs and stuff, my son, for the most part, my son actually did all this. My husband cut it all up, but my son was bringing all of them down. And on the weekends where my husband was still cutting up the bigger logs, I was up there just helping when I could. But we did have my daughter up there as well, so I didn't really do that much. Plus, it's so hard. It doesn't look like much of a hill, but it's actually pretty steep, and it's hard to just carry them all the way down there and then walk back up and just keep, you know, it's just kind of like back and forth, back and forth. But what we're doing is he is cutting them up, and then my son and I are bringing them all down. I told him to make a pile that's a little bit closer to the edge of where we could roll them down, and I put a long log at the bottom of the hill, so hopefully, like, hoping they wouldn't like just roll and bounce over it. It worked for the most part, but a couple did bounce over. But anyways, and then I was trying to use the chainsaw, and I thought that you had to hold, there's two little lever things. I thought you had to hold those to start it. This is the first time I've ever really used a chainsaw, so. He's such a hard worker. Oh, you can start it with your left?
Yeah.
I can start it just here, huh?
Preferably not.
I can't do it with my left.
Hold it. Get it off the ground.
Well, I can't start it like that.
Well, then you can't use it.
I can't start it with my left. It's like useless. I don't have to hold the handle. Sorry. Okay, stop. I just thought I had to hold it for a while. Lift it up and drop it.
Don't cover me, babe. Your shadow's hanging over me. Breathe on me, just breathe on me. And don't cover me, babe. Don't lay yourself on top of me. I don't want us to start again. I'll get it in, I'm not your friend. No, when everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street, all passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you, I'm trying to forget about you. Don't cover me, babe. Your shadow's hanging over me. Breathe on me, just breathe on me. And don't cover me, babe. Don't fill me with this false charades. I can't do this anymore, or I'm not up for hurting no more. When everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street, all passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you, I'm trying to forget about you. There's nothing I wouldn't have tried. Well, now bleed if you gotta bleed, or leave if you gotta leave. Scream if you gotta scream, misbehave if that's what it takes. Oh, run if you gotta run. I said come if you gotta come. Oh, dream. Oh, when everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street, all passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you, I'm trying to forget about you. It's nothing I wouldn't have tried. Can you feel my spirit go? Can you see my spirit go?
Okay, so it's actually been a while. My daughter is asleep. I have some laundry to fold. And honestly, I'm just gonna real quick kind of just throw this somewhere else. Blankets, toss them in there, along with her toys.
Lately I've been going through some hard stuff, getting knocked down, getting right back up. Only mistake I made was thinking you would have my back, but it's one-way track. That's right, now I've had enough. Your bad behavior isn't what I'm worth, no, that's right. Now I've had enough. You don't see it, but I see it. Ooh, I'm not sure you're bitter, speaking with a different native tongue. You're egocentric, I'm a bootlicker. You don't ever get me. Ooh, what the fuck you're problems all on me. Forgetting you have a responsibility. The way that you don't care, 'cause your anxiety isn't reason enough to be acting so rough. That's right, no, I've had enough. Your bad behavior isn't what I'm worth. No, that's right, no, I've had enough. You don't see it, but I see it. You're bitter, speaking with a different native tone. You're egocentric, I'm a bootlicker. You don't ever get me. You're still the same.
Julian, Jace. You're tired? Okay, so got laundry in the dryer, laundry in the wash. Those clothes are folded, and I actually have pillowcases for the couch pillows. But the problem is our couch pillows are down pillows, and I have a male dog who tends to pee in the house, and there had been times where he had peed on our pillows. So what I'm gonna do, and this was my husband's idea, because you can't really wash the down, you can't wash the feathers, you know what I mean? Like, you can't wash the down pillows, but I can wash the pillowcases. And since they're already clean, he said wrap them in a garbage bag, like plastic, wrap the pillows and tie it off or whatever, and then shove them in the pillowcase. That way, if he does that again, and you know, then you can just wash the pillowcase. Obviously, he's gonna get in trouble, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get rid of my dog just because he's doing things I don't like. Like, I love my dog, but it can be hard having a male, because I didn't know they did all these things before I had a male, and it's not like I really had a choice to get a female. I mean, I could have, like, let's just say, like, when I went and got my dog, it wasn't even a time in my life where I was like, oh, I'm gonna go look for a dog. It just so happened to be like my boss's band members, they were like, their huskies just had a litter, and my dog didn't have a home. This kid thought he was gonna get him, and he wasn't able to turn him into a service dog. Go figure. But I mean, can you imagine a husky being a service dog? I don't know. You never know. But anyway, so I ended up getting Jack. So not like he was just dropped in my lap. Like, I really wanted him. But anyways, that is a story. So that's what I'm going to do right now. This is only 2. We do have a new box right here. So I have to do 6 of these. And all of our pillowcases do not match. Actually, I don't know, maybe I will switch into the old pillowcases, because I kind of wanted to get rid of the teal. I don't really want teal in my house anymore, so I'm gonna go find those real quick and we'll get back into it. Okay, so I can't find those other pillowcases, so I'm just gonna wrap up the 3 pillows, which I actually like 3 better. I just figured if I could do all of them, I can get the pillows out of the laundry basket, the wicker laundry basket in the laundry room. But you know what? It's okay. Let's just wrap up the 3 and call it a day. Well, not call it a day, but with that, because I got to fill up the fish tank. I still have other stuff to do, and I have to clear up the island, wipe down the counters still. I just wanted to kind of get out of the kitchen for a minute. Sometimes it feels like I'm just in the kitchen too much, and then I just focus on it too much and don't get the other stuff done. But that area does need some love. So okay, so I watched a video the other day that popped up in the middle of editing this, because this video should have been up a while ago, and I just so happened to see this video, and I was actually kind of glad I saw it before I finished editing this video, because it was kind of saying how stay-at-home moms, like, think that, I don't know how to explain it. It's like they're trying to say that the guys that stay-at-home moms are with, like their husbands for the most part, are tricking them into believing that they've got it good, when in reality they don't have it good at all because they're just at home. They have no money. They have to do all these things, so they're working for nothing, and kind of like making it seem like we're dumb for doing what we're doing. And the funny thing about the whole video was like nowhere in that video at all did it talk about the fact that like why are we doing what we're doing. And I think it's funny because I really enjoy being a stay-at-home mom, and it has nothing to do with my husband or the way he views anything. So I just thought that was kind of funny. A lot of people get a lot of backlash. So we just got 2 packages. One of them had this little disc that is for our espresso machine. You put a little cleaning tablet in the center there. So that is one thing, because the other day packages came for like filter for the fridge, a filter for the air in the fridge, and for the water filter, and then the cleaning tablets for the espresso machine, along with the filter for the water in the back of the espresso machine. But anyways, so that's what that's for. And then my husband told me that he ordered me a makeup kit, and I was like, what? I was thinking like, that's kind of weird. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I don't know, I knew you just got rid of like, or he just said because like he knew that I didn't have like a lot of stuff. So yeah. So anyways, that is what that looks like. Let's open it up. I think it also has to do with the fact that I was telling him like, I want to, like right now I'm in a t-shirt and sweatpants, you know, because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't really go anywhere. I tell myself like there's no reason to get dressed. And if I'm cleaning and stuff, I get hot really easily, and jeans are not my thing when I have to clean and work around the house. But I was saying how like how I don't even like do my makeup like I used to anymore. I mean, I wear mascara, like, but you know what I mean? Like it's pretty much minimal. The most I wear is mascara, and I used to wear eyeliner all the time, but I don't really do a lot. So anyways, yeah, so there's 2 beauty blenders. This one is more like flat, and this one is more kind of, this one's bigger, you can kind of tell. A huge brush. I have a tiny little brush, but this is nice. Primer. There's 3 little lipsticks, I guess. Open these bad boys up. Those are the 3 colors. Those are pretty. I like the red one. Mascara. I don't know what this is. Okay. Oh. Contour stick. That's why I didn't know what it was, because I don't even use these things. So that's cool. And an eyeliner pen. Ooh, I've never had one of these before. Okay. So there's the eyeliner pen, but it also has the little stamp. Okay. I cannot get it to focus, but it has a stamp. And what is this? Brow styling soap. Okay. Spray some water to the brush, not the soap directly. Dip your brow groomer. Okay, whatever, like a brush or whatever, into the brow soap to lightly coat the bristles with the product. Brush through your brows, flicking upwards and out to create a feathered look. Okay. Anyways, so we got the primer, got all that stuff. What's this? What? It also came with 2 of these foundations. That's pretty cool. And then it came with a 12 color eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. Woo! Wow. So that's what that looks like. I like how it has a mirror up here. He's so sweet. Being a stay-at-home mom is like honestly so hard. It's really hard for me because I'm so used to having a job, and whenever I had a job I worked really hard, and then to go from like a job that you're passionate about and then to just coming here, like I love being home with my daughter, and but I was a stay-at-home mom before I got pregnant for a little bit, but I wasn't really planning on staying like that. So I always had it in the back of my mind, like, oh, you know, when should I go back to work and all this. And then I went pressure washed the semi trucks. I was doing that job, and then I found out that I was pregnant, and it's like, it's hard. It's hard trying to wrap my mind around the fact that this is what I'm going to be doing. Just because I feel like I am never doing enough. And then because I feel like that, it's like I get overwhelmed really easily, and I'm not used to the house being as messy as it is. That's why I'm trying to like go through my things, and I've been decluttering and all that stuff, but even with my home being decluttered, it can just be so stressful. And it's just hard to feel like you're doing enough. And I used to have this, what do you call it? Hold that thought. Misconception. I used to have like a misconception about stay-at-home moms myself, because I was always the working mom. And I would always, you know, have these like, not really like comments that I would say, but things that I would think of like how it actually is. None of these thoughts were to anyone in specifically, like anybody, but it would just be like what I would believe. And I would believe that it can't be that hard. It can't be that hard to stay at home, and you can do whatever you want. That's what I thought, right? And so being here now, since I got pregnant, and my daughter's a year now, so in that time of trying to wrap my mind around the fact that this is going to be what I'm doing, it's been really hard and a huge eye-opener. And now I have way more respect for women that are actually doing this, and I actually feel like it's not a punishment, because at first I thought like, how is this going to bring me any kind of like validation for myself? How is this going to bring me any peace of mind? I'm not making any money. I felt like I was a burden because I'm home all day and I'm not doing anything, you know, like I'm not bringing anything to the table. And I've still got quite a ways to go, but I feel like I'm doing better with the fact that I don't actually hate doing laundry anymore. I actually enjoy it. I don't always stay on top of it, but it's not because I don't like it. And I feel like as messy as my home can look, it's actually pretty quick to clean up now, because I have decluttered a lot, and I found homes for everything. That's the first thing. You can't just get rid of a bunch of stuff and hope that it goes smooth. Everything kind of needs a home. Trust me, I still have a lot that I need to work on in my home, and a lot of things I need to declutter still, but I just had this feeling that like they're probably happier, like a stay-at-home mom would probably be happier if she's just like, the good days are you're sitting on the couch and you're watching all your favorite shows or doing whatever, you know, like, but my happiest days are, aside from like being with my daughter, you know, because she's here all the time with me, is like when I actually can get something done, I feel the best. And it's the opposite of what I believed. I thought I would feel at my worst when I have to do all the stuff I have to do, but I actually like doing it makes me feel really good. Maybe I don't want to do it, but once I'm doing it and once it's done, I feel like I've noticed a change in my happiness when I'm more productive in my home. And on days where, I mean, it's okay to have like down days. Like, I'm anemic. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much iron I eat or take, you know, I just feel tired. And then, you know, being a woman and all that fun stuff, or I have not slept a full night's sleep since my daughter's been born, truthfully. So I feel like I'm sort of getting used to it, but it's kind of hard. and I have my days where I'm tired and I don't want to do anything, but it's like I look at it like it's okay to have a rest day. But really what happens is I may be sitting on the couch in everyone else's eyes, or you see me, or any mom for that matter. If you see her in the house is a wreck and it's like, oh, here she is and she's just sitting watching TV or whatever. But in reality, for me anyways, what is actually going on is I'm feeling almost like depressed, and I'm beating myself up because I have no no motivation. Like, there is a need for the things I need to do, but I just don't have it in me. And I have days like that, and it's actually not relaxing at all. Like, I feel like I never can relax, and for some reason on the days where I do the most are the days where I can relax the most, because mentally I'm relaxed knowing that my home is taken care of, which is kind of like a catch-22. It's like, it's a battle that I had to figure out. It completely flip-flopped the way I look at stay-at-home moms or any homemakers for that reason. Like, if you don't have a job and you don't have kids but you're a homemaker, I can see like you getting a lot of backlash for that. And I'm just trying to tell you guys, you're doing a great job, because coming from someone who used to look at it like you had it easy, and now knowing, and hopefully people who looked at it the way I used to look at it, maybe this will open their eyes. Because from a working mom that took having a job really seriously and worked hard, and going to this, it was a huge eye-opener. And just know that whether you have kids or not, if you're at home with your kids, that is the most important thing that I feel like you can be doing. Because when your kids are young, your kids are going to need you no matter what age. But being able to be with them, especially when they can't even speak for themselves or do anything for themselves, I feel like that is so much more important than people think. Then I would rather kind of be struggling, or like I would rather go out and find a bunch of free things instead of going out and buying brand new, like having a job and having the money to buy all these things instead of waiting until they kind of go on offer up for free. I would much rather be here at home without a job, although I am working towards a goal on YouTube. But besides that, I'm trying to speak for like other women. It's like it's really hard, but I couldn't see me going to work being better than me being here with my daughter, because I'm not looking at it like, oh, well, going to work, I make money. And right now I'm not making money. But right now I am actually saving a ton of money. Maybe I may not be making money, but I'm saving us a ton of money by being here with my daughter, because daycare is no joke. And if you're a homemaker and maybe you don't have kids, or maybe you're an empty nester and you're at home, or you're retired and you just feel like there's something, it's like a missing piece, like you were held to such high standards at your job or something, and now you're at home and it's just like, well, and you feel like you have to do so much around the house to get any kind of like acknowledgement or like a thank you, or even, I don't know. I feel that too. And you don't have to have kids to, or not, like either way, if you're at home and you're not working, or a man, you never know the situation, and there's nothing wrong with that. The woman can go to work. I told my husband that if I make enough money on YouTube one day, that he can stay home, even though I'm at home. Like, I'd be at home making money, but I told him like he doesn't have to work. That's the point I want to get to one day. But he was like, I would never leave my job. It's like, okay, I must drive him crazy. But it's okay. The point is, you're doing enough, and I'm still trying to learn how to actually relax. But I do find that trying to figure out a system, whether it's laundry, dishes, whatever, like maybe you have a good nighttime routine or a morning routine, whatever it is. I like cleaning at night and waking up to a clean kitchen, but I don't always do it. And I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen. But on the flip side of that, it does make me feel like I need to clean the kitchen because it stresses me out, which it's not good to be stressed in the morning. But But it kind of like gets you in the mood to clean. So, you know, it's like, what do you do? There's a good and bad to everything. So anyways, enough of that. I don't know what I have to do right now, but I should probably wipe down these counters. Now that the camera's still facing this way, might as well do that, right? Oh, and I don't know what to do with all this makeup right here. I'm actually gonna go put this in the bathroom. Okay, now back on the topic of the video that I had watched, and I would have shared the video, but I don't know what it was called. I didn't try to remember because I didn't think I'd be talking about it while editing this video, but the whole thing is, so I don't think I'm a feminist, but, and then that's a whole nother story because people have the wrong idea of what that actually means, and they think it means like they're a bunch of man haters because that's what a lot of people think it is, and that's not the case at all. I do, however, think, you know, it's good to just feel like you can do, I don't know how to explain it. It's good to try to do more things. I don't know if I necessarily think that a woman can do every single thing that a man can do. You know, otherwise we would all be the same gender. You know what I mean? But, and I don't think it's the other way around either for them, you know, doing every single thing that we can do. But I do think it's good to push yourself and not think that just because you see a man doing stuff that it's a man's job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like mowing the lawn. Like, a woman can easily mow the lawn, or a man can do the dishes. My brother and I were brought up to do everything around the house. Like, we all learned all of it. Both of us learned every single thing. And I think that's really good to just not think of it as like a certain, I guess, like gender specific roles. Anyways, back on the video though, it's like the whole thing started out because a woman was, for whatever reason, she was recording and she caught her husband on camera saying that he has been carrying her for 10 years. While in reality, she, on camera, she said, I've been staying at home. I'm a stay-at-home mother for the past 10 years. And you think I've been like riding on his money, basically. And so I do know that there's a lot of people that look at it, you know, they don't give us enough credit, I guess. And I do know that happens. But a lot of these women, it's no reason to like look down on women thinking that, oh, they're being, what do you call it? Like, I guess the word was submissive. We're being submissive and we're just doing everything that they want us to do. When in reality, I don't think any of what I'm doing has to do with my husband. I do this because I'm here and I figure, why not? I'm the one that's here. I can do all this stuff while he is at work making money. And I do it for my kids. And my kids also help out around the house. There will be days where I'm like, oh, well, I'm doing a cleaning video and I don't make them do certain things that they usually do because I'm trying to help you guys get motivated. But every day is not like this. And I just thought it was kind of like, I read the comments on that video and it just, honestly, the whole thing disgusted me. It made me sick to my stomach to think that they're trying to make it look like, I don't know, like what we're doing gives the man like such a bad image. And for what? Because we are not working and we're at home with our babies? I don't know. I just thought it was really weird, but I just thought I would bring it up because that's not how I see it at all. And I love being at home. Like I said, it is hard. I'm not trying to make it seem like it's the easiest thing in the world, but I would rather be doing this and being able to be with my daughter all day instead of wondering if someone's taking care of her the way that I think she should be taken care of, or wondering if they're sneaking her stuff that she shouldn't be having or that I don't approve of or that my husband doesn't approve of, and just all those things that you would think of if your daughter was at daycare or with family. So while I'm still waiting for the laundry, I'm actually gonna break down her little pack and play again. It's just too much going on in the living room, and it's too crowded with the high chair and with her little tent thing. And anyways, I'm gonna break it down and put it in the closet. So that's what I'm doing right now. Change of plans. This little girl just woke up. This is Jalen, if you're new here. She just turned a year this month, but I need to feed her, breastfeed her, and I'll get back into that stuff if I can, you know, but she is more important than that. She just woke up from a nap and she's crying and stuff. She's hungry. So anyways, we already had dinner and all that stuff. I ended up folding the pack and play, put it away, and then I come and find him with his back turned, smiling, trying to hide this going on. Jalen, it's so yummy, huh? I was just like, give that to me. Oh my goodness. Look, babe, look at her. She looks like she has a little goatee and a mustache.
She's kicking the hornet's nest.
Oops.
Maybe it'll work.
Okay, guys, so I didn't finish everything I wanted to finish today, or tonight, but I'm actually going to pick this back up tomorrow. And right now, Jason and I are going to watch a movie. It's called, what's it called? Big
George Foreman.
Big George Foreman. He said he watched it last night, and it's 2 hours and like 20 minutes. And he wants to watch it again tonight.
This is a good movie.
So I'm going to watch that with him, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's the next day. So I wanted to show you guys what I did, and I want to show you what I did to the couch. A little tip: if your couch is kind of looking just kind of rough, I figured out an easy trick, which I swear I learned this trick a long time ago and I totally forgot about it. But also, I did my picture wall. I was going to film the whole process, but it was taking me forever. So it was taking me forever. And then finally I hung them up and I was like, well, I'll just show them after they're hung up. But I'm going to go over the pictures, show you that a little bit closer, and tell you why they are the way they are and how I made my decisions and all that fun stuff. So last night, I don't know if you can tell, see how that cushion kind of is smushed on the corner down there, and that cushion is a little bit smushed. Well, this cushion was over here, and that they were flip-flopped. So the tip is just switch your cushions around and see if it actually looks like a lot nicer. Like all of a sudden they look more sturdy, I guess, or more like fluffed up, and I didn't even fluff any of them. And I also flip-flopped these pillows and flipped them around, the corner pillows back there, and then I switched around those pillows. Okay, so like I said before, this wall's got to be painted. I've still got to like patch some holes up and stuff, but I'm standing on the couch. I have way more picture frames than this, but so originally I switched out a couple of the pictures. That picture was a different picture at first, and I had a picture of Julian with Jalen on a trail, but I liked this picture just much better. I wanted like a family picture of us before Jalen was born, and then I wanted each of the kids holding her, like a picture like that. But originally I had everything in color, and with all the different styles of frames, and 2 of them are different. Like each frame is actually, none of these frames are the same. They're all different. So yeah. But anyways, so I decided to make most of the pictures, except for 3, this have this filter, which is sepia. But anyways, so I figured doing it that way would kind of like make it look less cluttered. So I decided to have this picture. I took this last night because y'all seen her eating ice cream and sneaking it. So I thought that was the cutest picture. So I wanted a picture of him, just my husband and my daughter. So that's the one I chose. And then I wanted a picture of all my kids. So I wanted this one in color just because I felt like anything at the beach was really pretty, and I just wanted this one in color. Originally I wanted both of the darker frames in color, but anyways, so that was what I did at first, but I ended up having our family picture, since it was in the center, I ended up having that color as well. But so I wanted a picture of my husband, myself, and our daughter. And I just wanted some more pictures that I just felt like were really good pictures. So there's myself and my son Julian and Jalen, and Jace. That is when Jalen was like brand new. And there's Jack. And this picture is a little bit blurry once you get up close, but I do love this picture. I think it's funny how the boys are both wearing blue and we're both wearing red, and we didn't do that. I just told them to look nice. And I think it's funny how my husband and Jace both have like just t-shirts, and Julian and I's shirts are kind of more dressy, but all together it just looks good. It looks like we actually tried really hard. I mean, we did try to dress up, but we didn't actually try to like match. But anyways, and then I really liked this picture of Julian with Jalen. I thought it was so cute. And this picture here was taken the same day in the same place as these two pictures. So anyways, I really loved that picture. I wanted that in the nice frame in color. And yeah, so let me get off the couch. So I like how it has the three colors or pictures in color going across. And at first I thought I was going to do just a bunch of pictures in one row, but let me step back. Considering that wall is like super long, I think it would look weird, and I need way more picture frames and pictures and time, and it takes a lot of time, a lot more time than I thought. I thought I could whip this up so quick. But anyways, so this is just kind of like what I have right now, and eventually I will either rearrange it as I add more, or just kind of like add more going around. And I know they're not like all evenly spaced. I tried to make them as evenly spaced as I could, but it's kind of hard with all the pictures being like different frames and all the frames being different, But anyways, so that is what I have been doing this morning. It took me forever. And then funny story, I spent all the time and I actually put away the pack and play. And then this morning, my daughter was so sleepy, but she wasn't sleeping. So I just wanted her out here with me. So I ended up taking it out of the closet, putting it back up. But that's another story. I took down that flower, that gold flower I only hung up around her birthday. And then I took down that wreath, which was up there above the TV. And the flower was up there. Oh, that picture I've actually got to take down. I was like really craving some family pictures like late last night. So I just shoved it up there before Jason and I watched our movie. But anyways, I filled the fish tank. And at Walmart, let me get closer. At Walmart, my husband got 2 of these little planter containers for $4 each. They were on clearance. They were Better Home and Garden, but I took off the like wrapper or whatever. But I just stuck my fake plants in there, or fake little like trees, and I kind of like made them more like bushy, like pulled them apart more. I have the chair there blocking the doors so my daughter can't get into the fish tank stuff. And yeah, let me back up. I just kind of fluffed them up, as you can see. I did not clean up that paint off the floor, and I have not mopped yet today. I do plan on doing that later, but that's not going to be included in this video. Folded some clothes this morning that were in the dryer, So I did that. So I'm still doing stuff, but anyways, looking kind of crazy. I kind of went overboard with the makeup, and I think the cover up is like making me look really white. Like, that's not how white my face is. I mean, I'm white, but not that white. But anyways, so I hope this video gave you guys some motivation, and I hope you really think about what I said about being a stay-at-home mom. You know, it is, it's not a burden. It's a blessing to be able to even like be able to do that, to stay home with your family and take care of your home. And I think one thing that helps me is I try to remember like why I'm doing this. Like, why am I doing the laundry, instead of being like, oh, I have to do this. Like, I tried to say like, oh, I get to do this, and it just seems like kind of weird, but I just remember like why I'm doing it. And I'm doing it for the people I love. I'm doing it for my family, and that makes me feel a lot better. I mean, that is what I told myself until I got to the point I am at now, which I actually enjoy being a stay-at-home mom. But for a long time I felt, you know, I just kind of felt like I was a burden, and I felt like I was not really kind of like, what do you call it? I wasn't really living up to what I wasn't giving my full potential, I guess. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but that's how I felt. And if you're feeling that way, just know you're doing great. And if you're a stay-at-home mom or a homemaker, you know, or a stay-at-home dad, just try to wrap your mind around, like, let go of what everyone wants you to do, for one, what everyone tells you should be doing, or all of the backlash you're gonna get, because trust me, you're gonna get it. And look at it in the way that like you are actually doing something that's really benefiting your family, and it's saving you money if you do have small kids and you would have had to have daycare, you know, or let's say you have family that could babysit. Would you rather have your family babysit and go to work, or would you rather be the one that's around your child all the time? Well, I know there's a lot of people that would rather go to work, but I would rather be the one that is taking care of my kid rather than going to work. And yeah, I could probably go out and buy whatever I wanted like right away, instead of waiting patiently sometimes for it to pop up on OfferUp or like at a garage sale. I can find it, you know, like I'm always looking for things that I really want or I need. And it takes time, and it takes a lot of patience, and you have to like, it's hard to get used to that. But now I see it as it's kind of fun. Like when something pops up and I'm actually able to be the one that gets to pick it up, because you know how like it could be pending or whatever, I get really excited. And it's just kind of like shifting. You have to shift the way you're looking at your life. I used to feel like I'm not bringing enough to the table, and now I don't want it any other way. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you were here just for the cleaning motivation, I hope you got motivated, even though I didn't clean a ton of stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.